Good morning, or afternoon, or your regional equivalent. Well, look where we are. On the brink of a very interesting combat scenario. Surrounded by threats, armed to the teeth with missiles, and I think we know exactly what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to carve out a section of peace from this war-torn land. That's going to be very interesting. So, alright, we're surrounded on all sides by contestants. There's things over there, things over here. It's all going crazy. I've got I've got the big slow crystal ship. And we have a few little tiny light support ships. Okay, Sir Boomlover, would you kindly get out of here? Okay, good. Good, we've got two down. Quark by boson. Quark by boson, I like that. Stick probe. Alright, well, you see, it's all the ships of the empires that came before us. All the vessels of those empires that did not survive. The contestants. Little probe. Okay, alright. Asteroid pod is funky. Asteroid pod is actually really funky. I wish there were more asteroid ships, but there aren't. It's a tragedy. Go on, just try it. You have no capability to what is the word? Wage war with the crystalline of Otoshka Plek. Also, while I was gone, I made a mod for I made a mod called Laps's Vanilla Factions Complete. It gives us a matter attractor and a plasma chamber. What does that mean? It means we can finally harvest resources a little bit better. Until now, we haven't had... Well, we've had factories, fair enough, but I've wanted a little bit more of a more dedicated harvester piece. So I went and I modded one in. So now we can have some more dedicated harvester pieces, which is quite nice. As well as more dedicated storage chambers that don't rely on the power conduit. Now, using the power conduit... You know, I mean, I guess it's part of the faction's flair, but this faction really deserves having a resource storage block. I think we can agree. So now we have the likes of the plasma chamber, which is quite nice. And it gives a little bit of more of extra color to the faction. So now we can dedicatively store more resources, which is very nice. There we go. So now we've got plasma... Oh, look at that, beautiful. Resource collection goes brrr as the meme goes. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Ah, 3,000 resources so nice and quickly. Oh, I love it. Okay. Alright. Ureli Hula. Okay, well, we've got a few support ships here. Rolutos Rensarte. Alright, well... We've got to build a proper crystalline... station, you know. I mean, we have a station, but it's not like... They're not amazing. They don't make me go, oh yes, that's definitely a station I'd want to build. They're kind of just like, that is actually a station. Alright, interesting situation. So... in an effort to potentially make something nice looking, we'll see if that is actually the case or not. We'll see if that's actually the case or not. It may not be. We'll have to see. You have to wait and see. Tune in next time for the exciting conclusion of Can Labs build a decent looking space station with the Otoshka Plek aesthetic. It's not too spiky. We'll see. I'm trying to... I don't know. I don't know. Also, my mouse click still isn't... I still haven't bought a new mouse. I really must. It's not really working properly. Also, yes, the seed planters from my other mod, the flora regulators. Oh. What? Just... I have to go buy myself a new mouse. I have to. It just has to happen. I can't believe I keep putting it off. I'm like, oh no, it's working, it's fine. I mean, because it does. It occasionally stops having problems. I don't know why. Frankly, I have no clue what happened. Quite frankly, I have no clue what happens, but it just... Sometimes it decides to work. Other times, it completely disregards all agreed upon methodologies for how a mouse should function. Which upsets me massively. But it's very old, so I mean, what, how old is it? 6 years? It's a 6 years old mouse. What can we do? It's dying. Okay, I need to just go up to the store and buy a mouse. I just have to. This is ridiculous. I can't. Why am I doing this to myself? Listen, I've been having this conversation all week, but I finally have someone to yell at. That being you. Well, yell at, talk with. You're my only friend. You're my only friend. YouTube's my only friend. YouTube's not my only friend. My viewers are my only friend. You. Yes, you. You right here. Who you know that you know exactly that I'm not actually talking to you, but just pretend I am. Pretend I am. It's fun. I can't believe myself sometimes. Anyway, okay, so this looks like a nice. This looks like the beginning of a ship, though. That's a bit too exposed at the front to be like a nice ship. Anyway, could put some hinky-dinky missile launchers over there. Hinky dinky.
Oh, buddy, hinky dinky rocket missile here. Yes, it's very good, yes.
I'm so sorry. I apologize for that outburst. Oh. Okay, let's go for it. Let's put that there. Okay, so the plasma chamber gives you the opportunity to make a slightly more crystal-looking ship, because you can have slightly different crystals jutting out that actually contain resources, which, quite frank, that's not what I wanted to happen at all, but you know what? If that's what the mouse wants to happen, that's what the mouse is going to have. It's too spiky to be Otoshka Place, but guess what? It's just going to have to work. Otoshka Plek. Far too spiky, you know, far too spiky, we know. We know. We know, far too spiky, we know. Spiky, far too spiky. We know. What was the amount of missiles I worked out last time that a generator can support? I worked it out, and I've completely forgotten it because it's been about 2 months. I'm sorry, I record when I record. This is not my day job. I don't get paid to do this. I do this for fun and to entertain people. So I do it when I do. Okay, let's do this. Also, I'm dissatisfied with the color scheme. Seriously, I am. Actually, I'm very dissatisfied. I thought it was okay, but... a little bit more of a... Yeah, let's go bright. I don't know if I want the purple anymore. Let's go more of a blue. Maybe ooh. Okay, I realize I'm completely redoing the visual aesthetic of Otoshka Place, but that's... I want to do it. I'm just dissatisfied with the very bland purple that I chose. Purple doesn't work very well normally. Purple, pink, and yellow. It's like the 3 colors that aren't amazing. Well, I mean, none of them. Okay, whatever. all the colors are cool, but at the same time, oh no, yes. This is Crystalline's normal color though. This is the color they actually calibrated to properly, so of course it's going to look the best. It's just I wish the secondary color affected the guns. It doesn't affect the guns. The gun color moves relative to the main color, so you're gonna get a funky combo like that. Okay, I don't want to go too far from purple because it has been purple for a while. It's a bit too crystalline. Red and green. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. You know, it's just kind of not great. Yellow, but too far. Let's go for teal. Let's go for like a nice luminous teal. We can make that also kind of a bit luminous teal. Or we make this the purple element. Because I did want to do something with purple. I mean, there's purple here already, but it's a question, isn't it? We can do red. Slightly more green. But I do want calm. I want peaceful colors. Let's go green. A little more green. We're closer on the yellow side. Still not very satisfied with it. It's difficult to make crystalline look nice sometimes. I want it to be black. I don't want it to be black. Otoshka Place. Okay, let's see how it looks. I mean, guess what? I like it better already, just because of the nature of the outline. And there we go. Now the purple's the bullets, because I wanted to use purple. I never use purple. I never use purple, so I want to use purple. It's okay, it's a little bit better. More interesting outline. Varello Tormente. Mark 1. Much nicer. Oh, I like this a lot. I just like the more neon aesthetic of this now. The very neon blue. I actually really like that. I don't know why that's tickling me so much. That's very pleasing. Click, drag. It does look a lot like it should be a ship, doesn't it? Doesn't it just? But I guess that's the nature of what I'm doing, isn't it? Maybe put that out a bit more there. Main gun here. We'll support it on power conduits. This is a very bad idea. Note to any and all aspiring engineers, this is a very bad idea. Not because they explode, but because if you think about what a power conduit is, it's not exactly the strongest item in the builder's arsenal, is it? So probably a very bad idea to build anything with it that relies on structural integrity. Ooh, I like that. Oh, if only there was a way to attach it like this. There has to be a way. Come on, how would we make that happen? Oh, if only. If only you could be. Well, it can, but not exactly. lovely old... What? Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, it went here. Frustration. I need to get myself a new mouse. I need to get myself a new mouse. A new mouse must be acquired before my mind leaves me crazy. Da da da. Okay. I think that's good. I forgot to check if I had a backup of that before I deleted it. Oh well. Can't go back. No, I think that's the backup anyway. Okay. Let's deploy. Station deployed. And we can send it some R and let it build some stuff. Let it build its own little defensive fleet. And then we'll leave it here for a little while. Should maybe have given it another factory. Might not be a bad idea. Ooh, shame farmer. Okay, while it builds and does its things, let's go accrue some resources. Resources. Oh, beautiful, look at that. Look at that. Ow. Okay, don't look at this. Wait, look away. No, look. No. Listen, sometimes you have to just... my goodness. No, please. Ship is a little bit too enthusiastic on the forward turning thrusters. It's like, oh, I know how to turn forward. Let's fire my leftmost thrusting jets. Ah! Poof, into the into the asteroid. I nearly said into the mountain. It is a mountain. It's a space mountain. It's a space mountain. I don't know if that's the... Okay, I mean, you know, can't really have mountains in space, so it's a space mountain. Well, you can have mountains in space, but that only works if you're going to be like, okay, well, a planet's in space, so you have mountains in space, but that doesn't really count. That's not what we're talking about here. It's like, oh, okay, okay, all right. I know exactly what the problem is here. I know what the problem is here. We have a decided lack of strafing thrust, which I can't necessarily remedy because I've kind of boxed myself into a corner. But let's try anyway. Let's just do it. Just do it. Also, yeah, so we've got that way, this way, that way, that way. It's not great. We'll end up with a sliding motion in theory. Oh well, it's good enough. It's better than it is. Ah, a little bit better. Well, okay, they're actually not built yet, but... No, they've actually built very quickly, what am I saying? Yo, Taser? The Crimson Crow. I've never seen this one before. I've never seen this contestant ship before. Oh wow, okay, well, you're gonna have to get shot at anyway, lad. Sorry about this. Very nice. Alright. How's that one? So we've actually managed to claim a few of these little regions. Which is good. We've got the beginnings. Look at that. Gathering resources, building the station. Lovely, lovely. I should probably give it some defensive stations. Thing is, you don't want too many stations in one area, otherwise you dilute the amount of resources that one station is gaining, which means you dilute the scale of ships that you can have. So currently, the biggest ships we can produce at this moment are 5.2k power ships. Which is fine, but if there's, let's say I just gave it 1,000 resources. If there's 2 stations, then the ambient resource is going to, not necessarily, but could end up being split between the 2, which means you only really end up with like 2,000 ships. Anyway, doesn't really matter. But, we have told the Karagralta, so I would like it to build some of those. It's building the Yutzes, building actually some nice ships. That's a good choice. Alright, let's go. Barge. Alright, I'm sorry, Barge. But, we can't allow the farmers to weaponize. That would be problematic. Problematic. Alright. Next level of plasma condenser. Let's go. The overriding objective right now is to get a bit more power. We need more power to facilitate the continued battle structural construction. I really, I stuttered on that execution. We require additional resources to continue further battle structure development. I don't want to use battle structure construction. That's far too many structures. Because these, you know what? These are battle structures. These are just, they're flying space structures. They're giant crystal formations. Anyway. Alright, Otoshka Place. Well, imagine how these farmers must feel. Sentient crystals have begun invading the area and taking their resources. Disengage, gentlemen. We leave them in peace. You don't even belong to me, do you? No. Nonetheless, without the support of my ships, you're not really going to do much. Disengage, disengage. We shall leave the farmers in peace. We are friendly crystal entities. Ah, if only we could mod in a degree of alliance between certain factions. Be funky. But anyway, it's not really for this game. Not really the fantasy of Reassembly, but it would just be very cool. It'd be so much depth. Anyway, whatever. I'm enjoying this music. Engage my target. I've got 2 little ships. I've got nothing, but that's alright. Alright. So. I wish to oppose the contestants. They've got pretty good ship designs, actually. Oh, hello, farmers. Alright, let us secure this location. Breach. Look quite funky. Open fire. Alright. Little station, you're safe with me. I'm your big papa. You're gonna be my little station. Excuse me? Sentinel? Get out of here. Run. Run, Horizon. Place yourself to the distance of that with which you pull your name. Excellent. Lovely. This little station's not bad. Not bad. It actually looks kind of nice. I haven't, as you may have noticed, I haven't really settled on a design aesthetic for the stations, but that's because Penrose is quite difficult to make look nice in the kind of way that I like to build. Because this is kind of just awful. That's, yeah, and this is, it's something. It's something. I'm gonna put that there. This goes down here. This goes over here, because it's not very impressive, is it? It's not very cool. Not very crystal. Maybe the very fact that I'm trying to be not the crystal aesthetic means that I'm making stuff that looks specifically bad. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe. I don't want to just be the acidic experimentium again. So I do want to oppose that innate design aesthetic. Just for the sake of a bit of fun. So we see. There's got to be some design changes I can make to this. Okay, let me do the math again. So, these need... oh wait, no, they don't need any power. What needed power? What needed energy? It was condensers. Or what was it? Why am I thinking something completely different? I really don't know what I'm talking about anymore. 9 per shot, 5 rounds a second. Oh yeah, generates no power. so yeah, we kind of forgot about that. Didn't I? Oh yeah, I didn't actually I didn't change the command to actually generate power. I didn't do that because you know what? That's kind of the thing you have to deal with when you're playing Crystalline, I guess. That's just kind of it. Okay, this looks a bit nicer. This looks a bit nicer. I'm not going to call it amazing just yet. It's not amazing, but it's definitely something. It's definitely something. It is definitely something. Okay, it's a bit better. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. It's nice. Got a bit more to it. Looks a bit more, you know, like something, I guess. It's not amazing either, but, you know, it's getting there. Tell you what I could do. I've made this awkward now because of this piece. Pardon me. Drag. Drag. And drag. Thank you. There we go. That's how we click and drag, you psychopathic mouse. Okay. Oh, this is a bit nicer. Yes, let's do it this way. See, the mouse works normally for a while, but then it also doesn't. It's so frustrating. Anyway. Okay, it looks a bit nicer. But you know what? Honestly, it does look a bit nicer. So, I think that's completely fine. Come on, listen to me, play with me, you psychopathic piece of cheese. Bum 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 ba da 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 do. Bum bum ba dim bum bum ba dim bum boo. Hello. Okay. Okay, mouse. Okay, mouse. Okay, mouse. Okay. 774 is a bit more expensive, but you know, whatever. Is it? Yes. No? Yes? I can't remember. Listen, I didn't commit it to memory. So, okay, I think that's good enough for that. We have the backup. Drag this there. Let's put down a few Kiliof parets. Kiliof paret? Kiliohaf paret. Kiliohaf paret. Kiliohof sounds a bit neater, but Kiliohaf is a little bit more unique. Brachioskolkov. Brakler Reich. Reich, if you want to say it that way, but I say Reich, so. Bachelor Reich. Bachelor Reich. Funky name. Petrilovskov. Come on, ship. Come on, ship. You need vastly significantly more. It's not how this phrase works. Okay. Nice. It needs a bit more. It needs a bit more reverse thrust. I think we can agree. Probe smash. Camo 5. Typical Camo 5 box design. Typical Camo 5 box design. Okay. Sticky probe. Beautiful. I don't know if it'd even be worth putting up the little missile defense station. I don't really have much to defend. I'm trying to take over this place. Okay. Basically, we need an 8,000 PowerPoint ship. Then we need the crystallized core, which we need to rebuild to the center of the galaxy. Then we need to... I don't know. I think that's it. I mean, that's normally my win condition in campaign, is get an 8,000 PowerPoint ship and then get an 8,000 PowerPoint, or not even that, but just get a massive command station and stick it in the middle of the galaxy. And feel like you have a semi-complete fleet. That's normally how I do things. Yeah. trying to find a slightly different, because we can't get to we already own the middle of the galaxy, so what's the point? Get to the outer side of the galaxy, forge a, drill a controlling hole through the side of the galaxy. I mean, what's the point? Problem is the outside is a sphere, whereas the inside is a point. There's somewhere for me to go for the inside. There's nowhere for me to go on the outside, or not a specific location. So it just has to be kind of general. I suppose explore everywhere feels a bit too easy. I need to hopefully come up with this specialized win condition before I get an 8,000 power point ship, because that is going to be a serious defining factor, I dare say. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Probe smash. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Oh, I love that. Get out of here, you whack job. This is this incredibly fast little probe just turning a little. Just turning a little. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That was the wrong move. You drove right into my guns. Tsuragi Armored Recon, Shingeki Rising Sun. Shingeki. Robo 51 Arch. Hello? Okay. It was loading some of the regions. This poor game has to dynamically load regions around you. I mean, ugh. Blinking. And simulate, and have lots of gravity, and have lots of blocks, and have lots of ships. It's a monumental blinking task. Anyway. Okay, so there we go. A little bit more resources. Okay, I need to seriously pick a direction. Okay, so I'm deploying spawners. A nice objective actually would be to create a supply line of stations and own territory between the core of the galaxy and the outside of the galaxy. So I'm gonna do that. I was gonna scout around and do some other stuff, but I don't want to. So let's do it this way instead. I actually like this. It's a bit more purposeful and this has a bit more of a measurable victory condition. Let's put it that way. Rather than run around and shoot stuff, I guess. Also, have an 8,000 power point ship, of course, is quite nice and measurable, and have a big space station in the center of the galaxy. Once again, quite nice and measurable. So we'll do that. And then I will be satisfied. Well, I will declare myself satisfied. Oh my goodness. The most insane thing I've ever, well, not the most insane thing, but there was a relatively very sad, depressing thing I read. There was a guy who was asking about help with a game or something, and I think it wasn't Reassembly, it was some other game, but it's one of those open world sandboxy kind of games. I think it was Minecraft, it might have been. And he was basically asking, okay, what's the point? Why am I playing? And some of the guys were like, well, you're playing to enjoy it. You're playing to play. You are playing to play. And so you must decide when you're satisfied. And his response was something along the lines of, how can I know when I'm satisfied? That's like, I don't know how to help you there. That's pretty sad. How do I know when I'm satisfied? How can I know when it's like, well, you kind of have to decide that. You kind of have to literally tell yourself, alright, well, I'm happy with what I've done, I guess. And that has to be based off you just thinking about it and being like, yeah, it's fine. I've done as much as I'm having fun with. Remember, the point of games is to play them. You're not doing anything productive or useful. The games are not a good use of your time, but they are entertaining and they are fun to play with. So they're fun. That's the whole darn point of games. Or they're an experience. They give you a lovely story. Those are like the 2 points. This is why I don't play grinding games or games with lots of things like World of Warcraft and other things like that. I mean, I've never played them, but I never could get into them because it requires time. It requires a lot of time. And Reassembly's time demand is very different because it's actually very quick. It's very fast. It just, bam, there you go. 112 resources. Go to a station. Sell it off. You have more credits. Upgrade your ship. Done. Build a bigger ship. More power. Strong. Build fleet. Okay, it's actually very fast for what it is, which is very nice. So yeah, it feels nicer than those sort of games that demand your life for you to and you don't even enjoy it. You play it for the hope of eventually enjoying it, and I hate those kind of games. I hate them so much. Oh my word. Okay, basically I've got a job and I don't care, and that's kind of how it goes. More quickly, I've actually got something that I can do with my time that isn't playing games. So yeah, I want the game I play to be fun when I do want to play it. There we go, lovely. One station. I should defend them, but it's okay. Well, I think it'll be safe. If it isn't safe, we'll know very soon. You can have some resources since you're on the outer post here. Build yourself some troops. Da, bum, 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 bum. That feels expansion music, ladies and gentlemen. That feels expansion music. I'm actually kind of sad I've dropped the gravity, well, level down, but, you know, it reduces the computational load, let us say. Dive bomb! Bam, nice. Let's gather those blue plants. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let the little red go on his way. Ship's disengaged. Let's not fight the locals. If they shoot at you, don't shoot back. Turn the other cheek. Let's get out of here. It's not like they're of much danger to you, you crystalline tanks. Alright, engage my target. Guardian seems to be threatening our supply lines. Is the secret of Otoshka Place that the galaxy is becoming far too warlike and combative, so we have to literally exit the galaxy. I guess that's the idea. Okay, I got the motivation. So Otoshka Place, we're built around peace, right? Otoshka Place likes peace. That's the whole point. Otoshka Place means peaceful place. It should be Otoshka Plek, by the way, but it's Otoshka Place. So, Otoshka Place, which, you know, as I just said. So, what's happening is that the galaxy is getting incredibly warlike. All the main factions are having this vast, endless conflict. And we're being pushed on side by sentinels, by contestants, by Red, by everyone in the known universe. Our only solution is to gather together all of our forces, form them into a unified vessel, and leave. But to do that, we need a clear, uncontested pathway out of the galaxy. The farmers are quite peaceful; they're neutral to us, but even they have begun to feel the bloodlust of the smell of burning star vessels. Despite you can't really smell things through space, but that doesn't matter. Just work with it. The smell of burning starships has begun to corrupt even the farmers. That is the point when you know you must escape. And so we begin to leave. So we need a secured access area. I'd say about a three wide access lane. Then we need a big civilian transport ship. Unarmed. Well, actually, no, armed. Definitely armed. We're definitely going to arm the massive ship carrying all of our civilians. We're definitely going to arm it to the teeth. But nonetheless, we need a massive... Okay, so we don't need a command ship. What we need is... We don't need a command station. We need an evacuation ship. That's what we need. We need a massive evacuation vessel, and then that's going to be... I like that. I like this a lot. I like this. That's contested. Let's go free it up. Ooh, pardon me. What's wrong, buddy? You see, even the farmers have begun to attack. In reality, Otoshka Place is just as aggressive, but, you know, in the end, they're... Yeah. Otoshka Place is charging through the farmers and all these other factions and obliterating them and being like, ah, we're doing this to escape war, and yet they cause more of it. Oh, how typical. Okay. Let's get some resources. Okay, a little bit more. Good. Alright. Okay. Let's start heading this way. Pick up resources on the way. There's now sufficient amount of ambient ships there to protect the area, hopefully. And we'll start to clear away the raids. Oh, this is the modified owl. By the way, yes, it says by lapse because I made a the mod basic factions complete. Sorry, I need to make this a little bit softer in my ears. The mod basic factions complete or vanilla factions complete. I don't know what I call it, but anyway, it adds some basic blocks onto a lot of the default the vanilla factions. For example, harvesters and resource storage and all that. So I had to add it onto the actual ships so that it could display in the campaign database. Don't worry, if you don't know modding, don't worry about it. If you don't know reassembly modding, don't worry about it. If you do know reassembly modding, then you know what I'm saying. 1288. Okay, this is an interesting problem. An interesting dilemma. It's not really a dilemma, but it's an interesting question. Okay, let's get some blue plant seeders. Put them in binding, middle mouse, rapid fire! Which just means that they go bah, 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 bah. They fire one at a time, in a sense. They are, the AI times them to be fired such that they get fired at a very even rate, which is actually very cool. Very, very useful fire pattern, by the way. Should actually probably have it. You can toggle it with right click. I'll have it on my main guns too. It's actually very, very good. Very, very good. Look at this. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And yeah, I'm going to seed some blue plants using Lapsus flora regulators, because really, not being able to plant plants when plants are your only source of income, kind of not nice. I mean, it's completely fine. It's entirely part that you have to go, you know, if you harvest everything in an area, it's reasonable that you'd have to go find a place that isn't currently overwhelmed, you know, isn't being, you know, racked by war. But I like the ability to seed a basic plant. Just a basic plant. Doesn't even have to be very efficient, doesn't even have to generate much. Just having that option is very nice. It's actually very nice. Okay, good, so we've got a lot of blue plants. Lovely. Hey, stop that. Brrr, lovely. Oh. I can just fire seeds in all directions. And they shall take root. Very nice, look at that, growing. Okay. I've got just enough. How much do I need? 1288. So I only need a little bit more. Hey! Where's my resources? Cheeky farmer? Well, he's doing his job, he's just farming, you know. Jester, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm... Otoshka Plek is peaceful. Lovely. These don't... The blue... By the way, the blue plants die before they can actually make it, before they can germinate. Which means that in any normal game save, your blue plants will die first. So having seeders to remake them is very important, actually. I do want to make a mod that just fixes the seeds. Because really, sometimes they're a bit wacky. But now. Okay, we've got enough. So let's deploy a station here. Maybe not right there. Maybe that was a bit of a bad decision, but Let's punt it up there a little bit, if I can manage it. Don't shoot through the plants, you psychopath! Okay. Good, we'll punt it to there. It's in range of the green plant, so it'll have consistent resource generation, which is nice. Okay, let's get out of here. It'll be fine. Okay, maybe not. It's getting hit by farmer missiles. But it does have little support ships. Oh wait, those ships don't have any guns. That's a problem. Well, I'm gonna have to give it some resources just to kickstart its little defense fleet. I'm actually impressed that these little ships of mine that I made are still alive. Speddy Jumper. Speddy Jumper. These are the ones that actually have, you know, power and resource capacity. This is just an escape pod. It shouldn't actually be built ever. I mean, what can it store? Oh, of course it is. It is massive R capacity. I forget about that. I forget about that fact. That is massive R capacity. Little flick. Farmers have actually put down some of their farmer seeds. The farmer seeds are really cool. They're crops. The crops are very effective at R generation. It's just that they don't look very nice. I'm going to say the flora regulated tech is based on and, well, purchased from the farmers. Purchased or acquired somehow. I don't know. But either way. Okay, nice. We got a little... Good. Okay, I'm slowing down a little bit. No, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. I've just got to remind myself that I have a very, very slow ship. Oh my word. Meelifte. Okay. A little more turning. More thrust cannot hurt. Okay, we've got a little supply line here. Well, we need another station over there, but that's fine. We'll keep pressing out from here. Farmers are, you know, they're quite... Ooh, whoa, hello. Wow. A couple of... Nice, well done. This was a very resource-rich area. A couple of Saucier Yunces, yeah, which is very good. That's very good. I would actually bring one or two with me. But I think this is basically a little outpost. This is, you start here, you journey along those areas. This is the outpost you stop at to just take a breather, repair your ships if they're damaged. Then you push out for the final leg of the journey. Tinkerell. Tinkerell are dangerous, but contestant are terrifying. So, well, I mean, they're terrifying because they've got some, contestant ships. They can be terrifying, let's put it that way. Auto defense pod. Okay, well, that's fine. Missiles away! Very nice. Excuse me? Brrr. Alright. Okay. Deploy here. This is actually a nice little spot. Give it a few resources so it can make its own little fleet. There we go. It can make a few. Because in the end, the Speddy Jumper is supposed to be the little tiny cargo hauler. That's its kind of its point. So we actually give it some plasma chambers. Pardon me. You can have 1,200. Or I'll probably put it a bit more like that. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay. It should be safe-ish. It's got Sperry jumpers. Okay, it has Sperry jumpers, it's fine. Alright, good. Because it can just gather its own resources. Okay, hello, Storm. Brrr. Get out of here, Storm. That'll be quite dangerous to the Sperry jumpers. The Sperry jumpers have no guns. They're not supposed. They're just pure recording. Recording? Harvesting. Recording? What? Oh my word. What? Something's going wrong with me. Maneuvering gun pod by EFX. Okay, well he's going to be problematic, but it's fine. We'll leave him be. Because we just can't chase him. We have nothing that can chase him. Unless I make dedicated Sperry jumpers with high speed gun attack. I mean, that little guy, yeah. I can give him guns. I can give him guns. This is very true. Come here, little buddy. Come here. No. Come here. I need to give you the resources to actually upgrade yourself. Oh, whatever. It's fine. He'll pick up resources as we go. Eventually he'll upgrade himself into his to the next form. The next level of vessel shall be acquired. And you as well. I don't want you to be that. I want you to have your actual... just have little guns. If I ram you into an asteroid, will you be close enough for me to give you resources? Yeah, actually, he won't. Yeah, he won't accept resources. Tragic. I wish I could spend the resources I actually have to upgrade my little ships directly, but it's not really how Reassembly is built to work. Okay. Let's do a scouting expedition. Let's just go all the way to the side so I know. Ooh, gravity well. We're gonna have to route around that. Ethereals! Oh, nice. So this is... oh, my life. Okay, alright. Hello, Ethereal Lance Battleship. Hello. As Rob would say. So, the Ethereals are based off of the unfinished faction called the Ethereals, who were either canned or something happened to them. Either way, they were never finished, but their block palette exists in the base game. And Gatka made a mod called the Ethereals, which remade the Ethereals. Completed them, gave them regions, lots of other stuff. And so now we have the Ethereal Lance Battleship. Yeah, it's interesting. Hey, I'm gonna fire seeds at you. Okay. Are those drones? What? Gat. I don't know if this is balanced, but I'm just gonna accept that it is. That's not balanced. Gee, okay, well, okay. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Alright, well, we're gonna have to route around the Ethereals, so we're gonna have to go north. Unless I build very, very tough ships. $247. I can make a ship double this. Okay. So since okay. Hell. Okay. Ethereal ship, you're going down. Hello. Wow. You've got a tough core segment. All right. Since I haven't uploaded for 2 months, I'm gonna spend a little bit of extra time making a new. Oh, pardon me. A new Toledaren Holgrelta of effectively a bigger one, double its size, double its cost. Yeah, let me just put my fan here. It's getting hot down here in South Africa. All right, Let's do it that way. Nice. Alright. Okie dokie. A little bit of water. Let's go. Let's go, shall we? The Toledaran Hagrelta is basically a sort of light combat cruiser. I like the term cruiser. Cruiser sounds cool, but it's a light combat ship. I say light because it's only 1/4 maximum power points. It's only 2,200. Light, medium, heavy, and then command or super heavy, or which would be like 8,000. So we've got, well, okay. Let me reconsider my naming scheme. These are ultra light. These are light. These are light to mid. These are maybe a little bit more mid. Then we have mid heavy, which is about 3,000. 4,000 is like, that should be proper. That's like proper mid-range combat ships. 6,000 is like, I don't know, heavy, and then 8,000 is super heavy. Right? Does that work? Yeah. So 400 is medium, 200 is light, 600 is heavy. So like 100 around about there is super light, 8,000, 7,000 is super heavy. 7,000 up is super heavy, 1,000 down is super light. I'm making my own definitionary scheme because using cruiser battleship is kind of just arbitrary. It's arbitrary, but it's cool. So I mean, I get to use it whatever I want, but I don't want to use it. So I need to make like a ship class definition for this. That'd be fun, but maybe not. That might be a bit too much faffing. Okay, all right. Big ship. Big ship. Do I want to build off the Toledaran Hagrelta? That's cheating. I think that's cheating. I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes building this ship, so we're not doing any cheating today. This by the way is also incredibly cheating. But I'm not bothered. Trying to cut down the amount of time I have to spend faffing around. So there you go. We can have some core resource storage. Let's have some form of aesthetic with this ship. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but something along these lines is kind of neat. I don't want it to be pointy though. I don't want it to be pointy. This looks like a lot more like it should be the other way around. Pardon me. Come on, mouse. Come on, mouse. Come on, mouse. Come on, mouse. Thank you. My goodness, I'm so frustrated. Ugh, doesn't look like anything yet, does it? The trials of the shipbuilder. Problem is I have a very hard time imagining what something can look like in Penrose. I haven't worked with it very much. Let me actually just take a step. Okay. I have a semblance of plan. Not a great plan, but it is a plan. Okay, that's clear. This might end up being a more 8000p ship, but it's going to be a bit future-proofed. This is going to be a heavy ship. I have a very strong feeling it's going to be a heavy ship. I mean, I can always downscale it a bit. Once I have the skeleton done, I'll figure out how I'm going to be happy with the rest of it. Perfect. Mouse, I'm going to get so frustrated with you, I'm going to break you at this point. Break you and remake you. Take this thing apart. Like I said, it's very old, but at the same time, it shouldn't be... No, well, I suppose the sort of failure is expected in the end. What can you do? Ah, okay. Let nothing lasts forever. Because that's just the nature of a fallen world, is it not? Alright, let's go for it. I think I've gotten the clicking working a bit better now. We'll see. If this video doesn't come out, you know what happened. Whoa. Okay. All right. That shows you just how much this mouse is dying. Mouse. Yes, this is a bombardment craft. I think I'm gonna have to make that be the case. So, this side alone can only be 2,000, which means I'm gonna have to be slightly less insane about the rest of building this. The rest of building this. What am I saying? About the rest of whatever I make this thing have. There we go. Dedicated stopping segments. And then we can have a little bit of space for some recoordination thrusters. Okay. that's sort of the basics of what I want. Let's put a plasma chamber right next to the factory, because it's going to draw on that plasma to produce vessels. And yes, since we have plasma condensers, I made an antimatter stuff. I said, well, might as well just say stores crystallized plasma energy in a crystallic battery chamber. Kind of just fun. I like it. Okay, now we need power. This is going to be the other half of the ship. I don't want it straight on the hull like that, but you know, for now it's probably fine. Alright, you ready for this? You ready for this? Very nice. Very nice. Okay. It's not amazing, but it's pretty nice, actually. I like it. This thing is ridiculously, you know, exposed, but it's in a very nice position. Which means I can do that with it. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Good, good. It's pretty much no point defense. But we can just put point defense in wherever we want. Not a lot of point defense, but, you know. What can we do? Got a few guns. Okay. Let's save that. 4329. Iturek Koberte. Mark 1. Interesting. Let's see. I didn't give it much resource capacity. I can't actually... Did I? Well, I'll fix it in a moment. It's it's a chunky ship, I tell you what. But it's a tough ship, and that's what matters. T4 Jester. It's very spiky. I'll fix that in its next iteration. But watch this. Look at that barrage. Look at that. How lovely is that? Okay, this is a very significant ship now. It's actually quite a significant ship. Iturek Koberte. Iturek Koberte. It has a bit of resource storage, but not much. Pardon me. Like I said, I don't like these power conduits being right on the hull, but I'll fix that. Also, I would fix the spikiness of this whole affair, but clicking and dragging, as you can tell, is not really working for me right now. So, to not make me angry, I'm gonna just not do it. Not yet, anyway. Trust me, this thing will look very nice once it's a bit cleaned up. It'll look very nice. But unfortunately, I'm not going to do that yet, as I just explained. Okay. But imagine it despiked, imagine to give it a bit of niceness. But I need to go buy I need to go buy a replacement mouse, because before this drives me insane. I've been putting up with it for 5 or so months, and I really shouldn't be. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Ethereal Launch Battleship. Let's see how it holds up. It holds up pretty well. Those main guns are the problem, actually. So let's just charge the damn thing. to see what it can do. An interesting situation. Intriguing. You poor petty ethereals. You are no match. Shame. I think what happened there is my missiles... so, the big scary lasers on the main battleship were charging. And they targeted my missiles, which ended up obviously using the lasers charge up, because they fired their charge, no more charge, etc. So what actually happened there, I think, yeah, is that the battleship wasted its laser charges on trying to kill missiles. Which, you know, if they were nukes, I would be like, yeah, sure, fine, but they aren't nukes, are they? Beautiful. That's very satisfying. The way they get thrown about is actually very satisfying. Poor things. Also, how tough this blinking battleship is also ridiculous. Ethereal hook platform. Very cool. Nice names, Gat. Nice names. Ethereal hook corvette. Or are the missiles called hooks? Well, how does this work? There's the wreckage of my last ship. You upset Big Daddy! Or Big Brother. Big Daddy would be the 8,000 PowerPoint ship, I tell you what. Fling that poor engine. Sadly, any damage stops the repair process. Okay, look how beat up this ship is. It took a lot of damage. And it's still kicking. Very happily. Also, we can hold 11,000 resources. So, yeah. Plasma chambers. Resource storage. Ethereal sword battleship. That's a little bit different. There's the lance and then there's the sword. Well, this has gone on for much long enough. So until next time. No, I'll fight the. Oh, okay, I mean it's neutral. Okay. Well, the ethereals don't seem to be interested in overt combat, so I won't give them overt combat. I won't give them any combat. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to fight you. There are alternatives to fighting. Good, let's get those resource harvesters. Lovely. You look like you could use a resource harvester, mate. Hold on. I'm doing something funky. If they happen to have the thing which makes them what's the word? Pick up stuff, then I'll let him have some he can pick up some, what's they called? Some harvesters. You're neutral to me. Why are you shooting? Well, even the reds are neutral. Okay. All out war, is that what you want? Is that what you want? That's what he got, I tell you what. That is a close range combat ship. Very nice. That was oddly satisfying, despite all the resources I lost. But anyway. Okay, I think that's enough. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm glad. I like that the ethereals are tough. Well done, Gat. Okay, so until next time, everybody. I think that is that. Cheerio.